All right, so I just want to go ahead and say that, you know what, I was going back through my my videos, and there was some things I said that was kind of out of line. You know what I mean? And the thing is I shouldn't be so negative about how I was raised. I shouldn't be negative to you, Greg, even though you know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You know what time it is. I know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? I need to quit being negative towards you. You want to know why? Because that is not going to go ahead and get the job done. And what did I talk about? The job is. The job is to get my boys ready for the world. You know what I'm saying? So what do we got to do to get them ready for the world? We got to get them into college. You know what I mean? So they can go ahead and become prime candidates to go and accomplish things. No, but the thing is, I want my boys to go ahead and get a college education, because I got a college education. Texas A&M. Texas A&M! And I need to go ahead and do some stuff. So you see right there, I got the computer out, and I'm gonna go ahead and get to the videos, and I'm gonna go ahead and delete them, because there's a bunch of them that, and I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. You know what I'm saying? That's not what that's not the goal. The goal is for my boys to do good. You know what I'm saying? B's and C's do not cut it. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you understand what do you understand, Greg? B's and C's, dude, do you understand how that makes you look, bro? You're raising boys and they're making B's and C's. Do I have to go ahead and do I need to go ahead and spell this out to you you know what I mean? Like, I'm being serious. Oh, I got my hat, and I went to Harbor Freight and got a free hat because I bought some stuff. But anyway, the thing is, we got to get them on track, and they're not on track. We need to get them busy. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, they're going to be busy messing up. You know what I'm saying? They're going to find a way to stay busy. You don't want them messing up. You want them doing good. You know what I'm saying? The way you have them doing good is you have them making A's in school. You have them go ahead and play baseball. You go ahead and have them start a band. That is going to get the wheels turning. You know what I'm saying? That is going to... Do you understand what I'm talking about? That is what gets the wheels turning. That is what... Dude... Do I have to go ahead and do I have to show you how it's done? You know what I mean? Like, I like doing a little something. You know what I mean? I love playing, and it makes me get addicted, whenever when I start to play. But the thing is think I'm gonna have to go out in public and get out there and start jamming out for the people, because I think I got skills. You know what I'm saying? I'm just playing around, but the thing is, I like what I'm doing, and I'm gonna have to do that. But anyway, the thing is it would make me so proud for my sons to play in a band. You know what I'm saying? It made me so proud for my boys to go ahead and clock that ball out the park. You know what I'm saying? It made me so proud for my boys to make straight A's. You know what I'm saying? Dude, like, do you understand? Does everyone understand what A's mean? Does everyone understand what A's mean? Dude, once I learned what A's mean, my life was all about making A's. You know what I'm saying? All about making A's. You know what I mean? And the thing is, it took me going to prison for 6 years to go ahead and for that to understand. You know what I'm saying? For that understanding to occur. I don't want my boys to go to prison. You know what I mean? There's no point in it. I want them to go ahead and learn to make straight A's. They have to care about school. They have to understand that, dude, do you understand how you get paid in life? Greg, have you told them? How do you get paid? Have you told them, dude, how do you get paid? How do you get paid? You know what I'm saying? You got to care about what you're doing. Like you told me you started that TYSON started that business, and he went over and, dude, did he drop the price? Did he drop the price? What was he asking for? Was he asking for like too much money? You know what I'm saying? That's how you get business. You drop the price. You know what I'm saying? Because you might have to do something for free in order to get the customers to show me what you got, to show them your skills. That's what you have to do. You know what I mean? Like, there is no reason, you know what I mean, why my boys should not be doing something productive in life. You know what I mean? I'm being serious, Greg. There is no, dude, especially as I'm talking to you, you need to understand, bro. We need to get something going on. You know what I mean? Because, dude, you don't have nothing going on. You need to get something going on with them, bro. You know? And the other thing is, you need to start exercising. You know what I mean? You need to start exercising, bro. You need to start You know what? My pops just told me that he's gonna get 16-inch guns or something like that. And I was like, okay. But I could tell that, you know, me talking to you about getting about you getting busy and start working out and all that stuff, it rubbed off on my pops. So my pops is gonna start getting busy with it. And the thing is like, my pops, he works out, but he doesn't know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? And he gets all the same videos that you got. And like I said, Pops, how long are you working out for? He said, an hour and a half or whatever. I'm like, dude, no. How long do I work out for in my videos? You know what I'm saying? It's a 5 to 10 minute deal. You know what I'm saying? And like, look at me, dude. Look at me. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I'm like, it's like I'm 17. You know what I'm saying? I'm just as good as I was when I was 7. Dude, I'm like the same size, you know, as when I was 17. Look at that. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? That's like the same size when I was 17. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But you know, you want to know why? I don't eat no soy. And I want to show you something, Greg. No joke. This is how I eat. See that? See that right there? We got broccoli. We got some spinach. We got cucumber. We got avocado. We got grapefruit. We got an apple. It is now, let me check the time, you know what I mean? Because it is now 7:47 on Sunday, June 21st. And I think it's Father's Day, but I don't know. But I want to go ahead and thank you, Greg, for being a good father. But the thing is that's breakfast, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't eat no breakfast. I don't eat no lunch. Because you want to know why? My body is tearing up into that food. I'm not going to go ahead and put food on top of food. Because you want to know why? Do you notice? Can you see that, Greg? Let me see if you can. Do you see that, dude? That's the reason why. That's the reason why I don't eat no food. You know what I'm saying? And dude, like, I'm you know, people want to go ahead and talk about, you know, me being skinny and all that kind of stuff. I weigh, you know, but I don't know what I'm thinking right now. I probably weigh about 185, 180. You know, and I'm about 5'11". You know, and the thing is, you know, and I'm just being honest. You know, and that is the reason. Oh, I want you to understand something. My body does not hurt. My sister would tell me, oh, wait till you get older. Your body's going to hurt. You're going to be putting down. You know, you're going to be. No, Shannon. Do you understand why I don't hurt, bro? Do you understand why I don't hurt? Because I don't eat that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And it pisses me off because I know you're eating it. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm eating. You know what I mean? Why don't you try eating like this, Shannon? I'm being serious. This right here is, dude, do you understand everything on there was once alive? You know, what, like, did you understand that? Do you understand that, Shannon? That's how you should be eating. And like, dude, you're sitting here eating that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Wondering, like, dude, you like, really? Like, you know, and then my sister had cancer, you know what I'm saying? And she's sitting there wondering why she has cancer. You know what I'm saying? She went over and went through that situation. And she doesn't have cancer anymore. But Shannon, now you understand why you had cancer? Do you understand, after seeing what I eat, why I don't have cancer? I probably have 1 million cells in my body that are all cancer related. But you know what though? I'm gonna eat stuff that's gonna fuel my body. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna eat stuff that's gonna go ahead and do it right. You know, I'm not gonna eat that bull crap. You know what I mean? That's the reason why I don't have cancer. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why. And the other thing is that I can't die. You know what I mean? I can't die because of the way I eat. Okay. Greg, we need to get my boys on track, bro. They're 16 right now, bro. You know what I mean? We need to get them on track. Please, dude. Do something. Do something, Greg. I dare you, dude. Do something. You know what I'm saying? If not, I'm going to jump in there when they're 19. And dude, I'm going to take them. I'm going to swoop in and take them from you. You know what I'm saying? You can say bye-bye. You know what I mean? You want to keep me out of the picture? I want them playing baseball. I want them making straight A's. I want them starting a band. Do you understand now why I want these things? Do you understand why I want them? Why I want them to go down? Dude, I don't want them to be raised up like losers, bro. You understand that? And that's what you're doing. That's what you're allowing to happen. And it's, dude, do you understand? Do you understand? It don't matter to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're hurting them. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you right now, Greg, you better understand you're hurting them. You're hurting them. You're wasting them. You know what I'm saying? You're letting them become losers, bro. You're letting them become losers. I ain't gonna do it like that. You know what I'm saying? I know how to raise winners. You know what I'm saying? Greg, how many of your sons work for you? I want you to think about this for a sec, because this is how I think about stuff. How many of your boys work for you? How many? Huh? The thing is like, I don't think none of them work for you. You know what I mean? What does that tell me? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was like you know what I mean? What does that say? What does that say? You know? I need for my sons to be making straight A's. I need that to happen. You know? I need for my boys to be playing baseball. Do you understand how easy it is to make stuff like this happen? Do you understand that, Greg? Do you understand how easy it is to make stuff like that happen? It's so easy, it's unreal. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is say, hey, I got a car. Make straight A's. Play baseball. Start a band. You get the car. Do you understand that? You know what I'm saying? Dude, you can say that you bought them the Bronco. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I won't even show up and say nothing. I'll hand you over the keys. I want you to do this, dude. You know what I'm saying? I want you to go ahead and get this to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you understand? Do you understand what's going on, Greg? Do you understand, bro? Do you understand what's happening? Dude, you're messing them up. You're messing them up. And it's pissing me off, bro. And guess what's going to happen when they're 19? Bye-bye, Greg. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Greg. You didn't do shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that to happen, dude. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get you to go ahead and understand, hey, this is how you get them. You know what I'm saying? This is how you do it. You know what I'm saying? Dude, let me know. Let me know. You know what I mean? And I will give you the keys. I want to see my boys do something good. You know what I'm saying? I want to see them making straight A's. I want to see them playing baseball. I want to see them starting a band. Those are 3 simple things that a kid can do. You know what I mean? Dude, if Austin and Tyson was to just go ahead and start a band, the 2-person band, one of them play drums, one of them play guitar, and then they could rotate it out. Well, you play guitar, I play drums. You know what I'm saying? They would be like, do you understand what would go down? Do you understand that's all you need to start a band? And then for both of them to sing, it's so easy, dude. It's so easy. It's like, dude, why is it I can do this? You know what I'm saying? Tell me that, Greg. Tell me that. Why is it I can do that? Why is that? You know what I'm saying? Explain to me this. Why is it I can do it, but my sons cannot do it? You know what I mean? I'm just asking a question. You know? Dude, do you understand what kind of wreck I went through? Do you have any idea? Have you checked the YouTube deal to go ahead and see the wreck that I was involved in? I'm gonna make another video of that, because that was an insane. Wow, that was an insane wreck. But anyway, Greg, we need for them to make A's. You know what I'm saying? We need for them to start a band. We need for them to play baseball. You know what I'm saying? That is how you get girls. You know what I'm saying? That's how you got to tell them that. Tell them that. You know what I mean? All right. I'm trying to help you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever we got to do, let's get it done. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help you, Greg. If you don't want no help, then don't take it. But you know what though, bro? When you're 19, bye-bye, Greg. You understand that? I don't want that to happen, bro. I want them to learn. You know what I'm saying? You understand that, Greg? Do we have an understanding? I'm trying, do you understand how I'm trying to help you? Do you understand that, bro? Do you understand how I'm trying to help you out? I want them to learn. You know what I'm saying? You need to go ahead and pull them out and sit them down, talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Don't be sitting there saying that bullshit about them not wanting to learn. I don't care, dude. Who lays down the law in your house, bro? Who lays down the law in your house? You know what I'm saying? Dude, if you ain't a man, then you know what I'm saying? If you ain't a man, then don't even handle it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm being honest. You might not be a man, Greg, and I'm being serious. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get him. I'm trying to help you win him over. You know what I mean? Anyway, Greg, I'll talk to you later. I'm not mad at you or anything. We need to get him on track. You know what I'm saying? We need to get him on track, bro. Like, I can tell they're not on track. That's okay. We need to get them back on track. You know what I mean? It's very important that they get back on track. You know what I mean? Dude, I was 16. I know how I was. I was an idiot. I had no father. It was what it was. You know what I'm saying? He can make up every excuse he wants to make, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just looking at it straight up like it was. You know what I'm saying? I need for you to go ahead and be a man, bro, and teach him how to go ahead and be a man. Teach him how to be a man. You know what I'm saying? Teach him how to be a man. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. All right. That's enough of that. I hope everybody's doing good. I think today is Father's Day. So happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, Pop. And I apologize, you know, for saying what I said, Pop. You know, Greg needs to understand that, hey, I need for Greg to come on with it. You know what I'm saying? He needs to come on with it for my sons. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm being serious. Greg, you understand that? You need to come on with it for my boys. You know what I mean? You took this job. You know what I mean? It's all good. I'm cool with it. If you can't go ahead and take care of it when they're 19, bye-bye, Greg. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to let you know how it is. You know what I mean? Better think about it, Greg. That's all I got to say. You take good care. Shannon, you need to start working out 5 to 10 minutes every day. You need to start eating some stuff like this too, Shannon. You understand that? You understand that's food, right? You understand that's food, right? That is delicious food. That's the way I eat every day. Every day, Shannon. That's why I never had cancer. You understand that? That's why. Because I eat that crap. You know what I mean? And it tastes like crap. You know what I'm saying? Nothing I can do about it. But you know what, though? Look at that, Shannon. Look at that. Can you believe that? Can you believe I'm 48 years... 48 years old. Can you believe that, Greg? I feel good too. I want everyone here to know I don't take no drugs. I don't take nothing. You want to know why? You want to know why? Because I got to be a man. You know what I'm saying? I can't be a man acting like that on some freaking crap that you got to inject in you and all that other stuff. I can't be no man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm being honest. Never once have I ever injected anything into me. Never once have I taken a pill. Never. And you know what I mean? And I tell you what though, when I went through that wreck, when I woke up from that wreck and I was weighing 168 pounds, that was rough as a son of a gun. That was out of control. Whoa! You know what I mean? When I'm looking straight, my right eye's looking upside down up there, and I couldn't think straight, and I could say 14 words in a minute, and I stuttered, and now look at me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Anyway, I want everyone here to know that I'm doing good, and I'm trying to get my boys to do good. You know, I'm all about that. You know, and that's all. That is my goal. My goal in life is to help my sons. You know what I'm saying? That's my goal in life. And Rowan, I understand you might have a problem with me because of your mom. And I understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. And we're gonna have a talk. You know what I'm saying? I hope to God me and you have a talk. You know what I mean? I hope to God. You know what I mean? I hope that, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to go ahead. I want you to know that I love you. You know what I'm saying? Your mom, she tried playing games with me. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't, because I didn't love your mom, I told her that. And so because of that, she wouldn't let me see you. You know what I mean? I'm going to throw it out there like that. I love you though, and I want to see you do good. I want to see you making A's. And I got a vehicle for you when you turn 16. Just like I got my boys, just like I got Austin and Tyson a vehicle, I got you a vehicle too. Anyway, I hope everybody does good. I'd love to see you playing baseball, Rowan. I'd love to see you making straight A's. It makes me mad, you know, when I think about, the thing is about the situation with Greg, the way he played it, you know, he played the situation, you know what I'm saying, to the T. The thing is your mom did not play the situation out like that. You know what I mean? And I'm just going to be honest with her. You know what I mean? I'm going to be honest as I can be. You know? I get out of jail. I go there to see you, Rowan. Your mom's there. I tell your mom, I came here to see Rowan. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to see Rowan. I'm not here to build nothing with you. Boom. She then leaves. Doesn't answer the phone next time I call, all that stuff. You know what I mean? I should have played the game a little better, but the thing is I don't play no games. You know what I mean? I don't play it. I don't play the game. I don't play, like, I can't, like, I'm the type of dude, if a woman does me bad, we're done. You know what I'm saying? I had a relationship with Janelle. Janelle did me bad. We're done. Stacia did me bad. We're done. I'm not the type of dude to go back to a woman who does me bad. I'm not the type of dude to ever go back to a woman that does me bad. You know what I mean? I don't care how fine she is. Don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how much money she has. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. You don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that dude. You know? I just want you to understand that. I don't play that. You know what I mean? Anyway, Rowan, I want to see you making straight A's. I want to see you playing baseball. And I'd like to see you playing in a band with Austin and Tyson. That would be super sweet. That would be insane, out of control, crazy. Insane, out of control, insane, crazy. Anyway, yep. Greg, you know what we got to do? We got to get my boys on the path. You know what I mean? Straight up. We got to get them rolling right. They're not rolling right now, and I can already tell what's going down. I can already, remember the day I was crying? Now you understand why I was crying? Now do you understand? Now do you understand why I was crying, Greg? Dude, if you can't understand why I was crying, then I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, I know why I was crying. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not hearing you on the bullshit you tried to play me, saying that Austin's messed up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to hear that bullshit, dude. How the fuck? How's he gonna be messed up when he was 4, and now he's perfectly normal then, and now he's messed up? No. You need to stop playing games, Greg. You understand that? I'm being serious. And you need to go ahead and start eating like this, Greg. My boys need to start eating like that. You know? I'm being serious. That is how I eat every day. All right, well, everybody take good care. And also, I'm going to be going through my computer files, and I'm going to be deleting videos where I talk negative, about how I was raised and all that kind of stuff. And it is what it is. You already know how I was raised. And I don't need to be broadcasting how it was. You know what I mean? I don't need to be broadcasting that. You know what I mean? So y'all take good care. See you later. Bye-bye.